Hello everybody, my name is Dizzy and welcome back everyone. I realise I put the wrong transition screen there, but that's fine. Welcome back everyone to some Jurassic World Evolution. I am super excited to bring this to you once again. Let me just make sure I've got Little Dizzy and my chat thing up. Yes, last time we make excellent man-hitters. That's like the plot of Jurassic World 2. The Indoraptor is going to be the best like new weapon in warfare. Except it's really stupid because the Indoraptor acquires a target by you pointing a laser pointer at the target. If you can point a laser pointer at the target, you can point a laser rifle sight at the target and shoot them. You know? Here we are, with a really weird little view to begin with. Let's show you an overview of the park that we have so far. The idea is that we're going to have sort of three main paths through. I might add some linking paths later on, who knows. We have our little arrival point, which is always, like, completely deserted. Because even though people have to get in and out of the park, they don't like to be seen here. So there's never anyone here. But we've also got some of our behind-the-scenes stuff alongside. We've got the Exposition Center, the power stations, etc. And then, coming down through the middle, you go through the Innovation Center, which is the big fancy building from Jurassic World 1, which I do still love. It is a good-looking building. We have this area, which is probably going to be where we're focusing most today. And we're going to put in some fences and some wetland dinos around here. Although the wetland dinos, it turns out, aren't quite as wetland-y as I thought. And we probably won't be using all of these lakes. But that's fine. And then, if we turn left, we come down past the sort of the science precinct. We have a little fossil zone shop. We have the fossil center and research center. And we get to our actual paddocks. We have this little paddock, which is going to be filled up, but for now, just has these guys kind of chilling around inside it. And then we have the hotel and the hotel sort of nightlife area. And this has the fullest of them all. This has an insanely, probably slightly overfilled pen. We've got some Apatosauruses. You can see the population's kind of right up there. What do we have? We have Apatosaurus, Maiasaura, Nasutoceratops. We have some Muttaburrasaurus. We have some Diplodocus. And we have two of these guys, Hyangosaurus. I don't know if you can see them over there. I don't have a light that I can switch on, that's a shame. The light and shadow currently make it quite difficult to see anyone, but I promise you there's loads of dinosaurs in there. And people sleeping and viewing right in the middle of it, because the hotels, for whatever reason, count as viewing platforms as well as places that people sleep. And we have our monorail system, which does actually function, despite having this random sort of loose end of track up here. We have a Love Angel in the chat. Welcome, Love Angel. Hi there, how's it going? Yeah, today we're gonna start off not with like the traditional carnivores for Jurassic Park 1. I know it is like the 30th anniversary, but we're gonna start off with my favorite Jurassic Park carnivore, which is gonna be the Spinosaurus. Monorail. Love Angel loves monorails, I guess. That's good to know. There will be more of them, I promise. Where are you, Spiny boy? Spinosaurus, here you are. What do you need? No, that's the wrong button. Hang on. This. Everybody loves monorails. It's true. Oh, it's from the monorail song. I don't know the monorail song. Can you sing it to me in the chat, Love Angel? Don't actually, that won't work. Right, so this guy needs 14,000 square meters of grassland. 5,000 square meters of wetlands. For context, this paddock over here. So the Apatosaurus is comfortably well provided for. Where's the Diplodocus? Diplodocus, there we go. Diplodocus has like just enough, and Diplodocus requires 10,000, so we need a bit more grassland than is in this paddock. Which isn't super loads, but it's not a small amount either. Boomer says the monorail put Ogdenville on the map, don't you know? I don't know. I will also say, I think I had this problem, like this time last year as well, but my D key on my keyboard is sticking, so if you occasionally see me, like, just drifting sideways, that's why. And also, if you hear me furiously hammering at my keyboard, it's me trying to get my D key unstuck. Don't worry about that. Just don't worry about it. It says, just imagine lots of people chant whispering the word monorail, that's like half the song. Good. Wonderful. Yeah, so we're gonna kind of convert this area up into 1, maybe 2 pens. And then this area here is gonna be for old Spiny Boy. And there's 3 wetland dinosaurs in the game. There's, hang on a sec. There's Suchomimus, there's Spinosaurus, and there's Baryonyx, I think, who needs wetland, yeah. So those 3 are going to go in this area, and they're all wetland dinos. It's scary. It's terrifying to consider. I'm actually putting these guys in the park. And because they're all carnivores, they're going to need to be double wrapped. I wonder if I should just make this whole area like a carnivore area. Although, I worry it would be difficult to get them over here. We probably don't need this to all be 1 pen. That's probably bigger than it needs, so this can be 2 pens. Fences. Alright, for now, let's get a heavy steel fence up. Now this is something I hadn't thought of. Is that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a double layer around here. That might not be possible. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, so I'm imagining it's going... Is that the sort of thing that we're going for here? Putting this fence down is very difficult. The fence does not want to go here. I might have to slightly jiggle this path. Just very slightly. Oh, amazing, wonderful. Where's the other end? Where's the other end? Perfect. Wonderful. Flawless. No notes. Right, okay. What have we got here? Oh, here we have the Innovation Center. That's fine. We probably don't need anything coming off the Innovation Center. Oh, I tell you what we're going to put coming off the Innovation Center, actually. We're going to put whatchamajingle? Gyro Ball Ride. That's what we're going to put down. I hope that's under guests. It's not. Is it under enclosures? Gyro Station, there we go. So I do love a gyro station ride. Actually, that being said, it might be better to put it down here. don't think we're gonna fit a fence around that. Hang on. Hang on. No, okay. We're not quite gonna fit a fence around that. Oh, blast, I didn't need to do that. Didn't mean to do that. Right. Okay. We were a little greedy with our gyrosphere location. Let's just put it like there. That's much better. So this path isn't going to go anywhere. That's okay. Right, fences. I think I can get it around this pylon. No. Get rid of that little extra bit there. You do need a path going up for you. There we go.
Go for the ride of a lifetime at our gyrosphere attraction.
Yeah, I dread to think how much the ride of a lifetime cost. Oh, I've just remembered, these are something I need to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's drop a save. Hang on. Because I didn't save... I only saved once during, like, the entire, last thing, and that was bad. Okay, set the staff up high. I want to set the staff up high on the other gyrosphere, even though all this gyrosphere looks at is, like, forcing Thelsaurus. Okay. Actually, that might be a good place for our airlock. I still haven't decided where the other ranger station is going, have I? Don't have one up here yet. Okay, we'll assume that the airlock might be going here, assuming I can put a gate in. Which is a bit of an assumption, it must be said. Oh no, actually this area is covered by the viewing gallery. Never mind. I'll have the dinosaurs come right up here. Just right up to the door of the place where they were born. That'll be fine. Perfect. Let's see. For now, I'm gonna have this come off just kind of in a straight line here. Like that. I know that's not the most aesthetic, but we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Right, so this is gonna be for a non-wetland, probably carnivore, and then we'll have wetland carnivore, wetland carnivore, wetland carnivore in those three spots. And then this area, which I'm gonna arbitrarily divide off kind of here-ish, that will be a separate pen. And this will be for herbivores, probably. So this needs to be double locked. like that, and with a bit of a generous gap so that I can get the gyro station through. Because this guy is a real pain. To try and get through a fence like this. See what I mean? See what I mean? Okay. And he's a real pain to try and edit the route of as well, because you have to like go out and in every time. Okay, can get you through there. Amazing. Theoretically, I don't need to double bar between carnivores, but I might do it anyway. Because like the double barring is really to stop the carnivores from getting out to the guests and killing all the guests. That's what we don't want to happen. But I don't really want them getting to each other and killing each other either, you know? That was probably... not doing that. It was probably too generous. But it's fine. Once we have the things down, we can... we can put the fences in a more sort of comfortable position. There we go. Oh yeah, and the gyrosphere can't go through water either. That's good to remember. So that's going to go around the edge of the lake for now. Given that I've got to run the path through here, I wonder if I just want to fence off this whole area now. I don't really want to do that, because it's going to be a gigantic pain. Right. So I have one there. And then a tower one. I have to wait for this bloody thing to finish. The tower one's sort of up there to kind of cover that gap between them. Oh, actually, I might have to hook this up with power and stuff as well, I'm not sure. Hopefully when it's finished being built, it'll just show me where it looks. I won't have to bother. How long is this thing gonna take? There we go. Alright. No, okay, I have to hook it up with everything in order for it to actually show me stuff. We're just going to use cheap paths. Okay, for now, that's it. Then... once that substation is complete, the thing should come back online. I'm assuming it's going to look something like that. Yeah, like that. About there, I think. To try and minimize the amount of space that isn't viewable. This is how when I've got loads of room to work with, this is how I build enclosures. I start by covering them with non-overlapping fields of view, and then I work everything else out from there. Because that gives you like the kind of the size and shape that your enclosure can fill to. Hello everyone. Hopefully we're back. Apologies for the stream dying. Let me know if you can see and or hear me. I'm thinking theoretically you should be able to now. Yeah. I was just talking about my design process for enclosures. I'm saying for large enclosures where I'm not really space limited, I tend to just design them around fields of view to kind of maximize that. That's gonna be a bit of a funky one. Might actually move this shelter, maybe. Oh, but then... okay. Gotta think about this. Okay, I'm gonna plop that there. Have that come up the side like that. Because I know I gotta worry about the double locking. Should have put that down. Should not have put that down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform for you to gain an elevated view of our dinosaurs.
And most of these fences are gonna need to be upgraded to either electric or concrete at some point. Go. Okay, so that can kind of see all the way around to here. So actually this is going to be a really good place for our airlock. Only if I can put the gates in though. Hello again. Apologies for the double stream death in like 5 minutes. I'm not super happy about it. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't say that like, oh, it's being brought down by storms or anything, because the sky is clear and perfect and beautiful and extremely, extremely warm. Hi, Love Angel, I see you. That's good news. We have a sick dino, which is less good news. Let me just go and find that boy. There he is. Ranger team, can you medicate this boy, please? The dinos that cut the stream. They're chewing through my internet cables. The swines. I think actually there was an episode of Primeval where Abby and Connor had done what they do best, which is adopt prehistoric creatures that they weren't supposed to adopt. I think at one point they do like chew through all their electricals. Okay. That's towing a little close to the border there, which I don't love, but I guess we'll be fine. We might just be able to put some like facilities or something on the other side of it. Actually, having said that, we know this lake isn't going to be quite this big, so let's scratch that plan. I suppose I could even have another tour gallery, couldn't I? Just cover like that area. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. That seems pretty chill. I would do Need to hook you up. We probably actually want to hook you up with proper wide paths. Just so that we have as much room as possible down here later, like we know what we're doing. We do also need power. Where don't you see? We can't tell where you don't see because you're not here to tell us. But we shouldn't need anything in the middle, so I think I can just put that substation kind of there-ish. Escaping. Remove water. Sort of here-ish. And where do I want to hook it up to? We'll hook it up over this way. There we go. Once that's finished, we'll be able to see where this thing sees. And possibly we'll change our mind about where we want it. Okay, I think I want to change my mind about where I want that substation. Actually, you know what? I'll just put it here. Like, out of in the little bit that they don't overlap. I think that was like here, wasn't it? Yeah. Doesn't really matter if the substation's in a dinosaur enclosure. For some reason. Like, you'd think that would matter quite a lot, but actually, it doesn't matter at all. Right, and then... that's probably going to be it for the boundary of this area, with these two galleries. Yeah, I think that is going to be it. We'll have the fencing kind of go in this place, and we might jiggle it about a bit as we put down guest facilities and stuff. But question of the hour is gonna be, can I double ring inside this substation? Yes, yes I can. Amazing. Wonderful. I love it when a plan comes together. No, I wanted the fence, please. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna come out to sort of about here-ish. Just kind of there. That's about right. That leaves us room to have the border area inside. Then where does it go? And we're kind of coming up through here. Can't see where the end of my fence is, but it's gonna go to that point. Where's the end of my fence? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, this is what I was slightly worried about. Is the ranger teams getting attacked in this big enclosure. Oh, wow, you are very, very hurt. You are very wounded. What does the map look like here?
Adding to the list.
Do I not have the scheduling upgrade on you? Oh, I do. Oh, do you only have 2 by default? Might want to put another gate on this side. You know? I'm starting to think. Yep. Yep. They're fine. They're still alive. And they healed the dinosaurs, which is what matters. Okay, we're just gonna put another another set of gates here. There we go, that's fine. And then we're just gonna pay for another ranger team destroyed. It's fine. It's all fine. No, you saw nothing. You saw nothing. I'm in sandbox mode, I still can't run a park competently. How good is that, eh? Alright. From here, we kind of come down straight to this. Something like that. And then this will be a natural dividing point, like a natural choke point, I suppose, between these two enclosures. So let's use that. Like that. And then bring the fence out and round. Follow the path a bit, but doesn't have to be too much. There we go. And then sort of come up to here-ish. I can't bring it in any more closely to hug that. There we go. Okay, I think that's now fully enclosed? Yes, yes it is. Okay, fantastic. Now, we are going to have to set up our gyrosphere route, which means we are going to need to figure out exactly where this divides off into different pens. How big is that pen compared to this? This pen currently is enormous. We might actually be able to get 3 pens out of this, I'm thinking. So if I kind of lobe off with a wall through the water, like that. And again, obviously it has to be double ringed. Something like that. This one will probably... Oh, this one could be a fairly decent sauropod enclosure, actually, because I know we needed something huge for Brachio and Diplodico. And that's even bigger than that, and it doesn't have a hotel in the middle. So So we might assume this is going to be where our sauropods live. So this won't need to be double ringed. This is going to be carnivore. This is going to be carnivore. Okay. Let's see. It would be helpful actually if I could change the time so that it's day. I like having the day-night cycle on, but I really need to be able to see for this. I'm just thinking, if I'm really sneaky, what I might be able to do is have a little corridor down this buffer zone to a pen down here, and then it's directly connected to this. I don't have to airlift the dinos the whole way. Okay. It will require some land here, but that's fine. I'm actually gonna knock that off as well. Right, so what we have here then is there we go. This serves like a sort of a double purpose now, which I like conceptually. It feels less like wasted space. Okay. Right, this now isn't hooked up at the edge, that's fine, we can do that. That. Okay. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. And then I'm thinking we put the last boundary sort of here-ish. And these interior bits, they can change and be made so that they come much closer to each other as soon as we've got the gyrosphere route set up. But the gyrosphere route has to be pretty much set in stone, is why I'm doing this. Okay, I think I'm happy with those. So, okay, we need to decrease the amount of water around. And we can add it back in later again if we decide we... Oh, where is the gyrosphere? There's the gyrosphere. Oh, we have a Shasko in chat. Welcome. Hi there. I'm just building some little gyrosphere routes. That's not gonna fly. Okay, we need these further apart. If I put that there, that might be far enough away. And it's really annoying. You have to go back to the source building every time you want to keep adding stuff. They need a hotkey for it. Okay, I need to make that fence longer so that I can actually do what I'm trying to do with it. You know, something like that. That should be loads and loads of room. Jessica's, you've caught me, please don't put me in the dino pen. Kajors are not dinosaurs, not since the accident. So you're a dinosaur that got turned into a Kajor? Or did you turn all Kajors into dinosaurs with the accident? I'm a little confused. What's the lore here? Okay, we're gonna need land around here as well. Feeder needs resupply. I thought I had auto resupplying feeders on. Hang on. Sandbox settings. You can put the day-night cycle back on. Infinite feeders on. Put infinite feeders on. There we go. There we are. Shaska says Kajor is Swedish for jackdaws, which is a family of birds. Oh my gosh, that's really cool. And I guess you're right. You haven't been a dinosaur since the accident. That's so cool. That's really great. Well, I don't actually know how old jackdaws are. They're probably slightly younger than the accident, but I get the point, and it's a really good joke, and I love it. I approve wholeheartedly. It's not gonna fly there, is it? No, definitely not. Okay. No, I need to put a fence down first. What would be nice is if this was just like a part that you could put down. Like, that's what it really needs. Is for that to just be a separate part. Nope, I need to go find the Jurassic building again. Where's it gone? It's over there. No, it's over there. Right, I also need to land this bit up as well. Where does this go? Okay, we're gonna need a land bridge, I think. Down the middle here. For our gyrosphere to go on. That's fine. We will get this gyrosphere route done, and then we will have dinosaurs in here. And it will be marvelous. Ah. Apart from the fact I've already put a gate there. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. And you know why that's fine? Right, we're gonna double wrap this anyway. So... let's get the interior bit there. Right. And then... we're gonna remove some fencing that we don't need. No, I need the... I always click on the viewing gallery. We're actually gonna leave enclosure just briefly, and we're gonna pass through the bubble wrap space. That's what we're gonna do. Because this little pointy bit, we're not going to fit anything in anyway. See, it's all part of the plan. It's all gonna work beautifully, I promise. Then we can have a nice long winding route through the sauropod enclosure. there, and there. And then we need to get rid of a little bit of water here, that's fine. So you'll go briefly back through the Spino enclosure, just on your way back home. Ah, and maybe this is gonna... the helicopter is gonna mess us up, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Oh, please work. Okay. That's good. Okay, that's acceptable. Now we just need to bring you home. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's working! Apparently there's 17 people inside it already. Is a Jurassic... Look, the first one's coming out! There's literally no dinosaurs to see, but the first one's there! Oh, amazing. Right, now that we've done that, we can work on fixing up these little airlock gaps that I've made so they don't use quite so much room, because they really don't need to. Now, the trick to get fences really close together is to bend them like that. And the other trick is to use the fact that they naturally kind of want to snap to each other a lot, and then just break off the bits that you don't like. So stuff like that. Perfect. Mwah, textbook. Amazing. Okay. Now this, like this airlock, is huge. This bit of airlock needs to be huge because we're having a dinosaur run down it. This bit of airlock does not need to be anything like this big. Perfecto. Technically, I suppose we can also... we don't need that bit either. Right. Then this is fine, because that's the exterior bubble wrap. Oh no, hang on. Hang on. I've done something wrong here. That one says... oh, I've missed a few things, hang on. Accident looks paid up, insurance fraud. Also, Paleopines is releasing a demo on June 19th. Is the demo coming out? Oh, I didn't know the demo was coming out. I know that a few streamers got, like, sneaky early access peeks to it, which I'm a little bit jealous of. But I did not know that the demo was near. That's really exciting. I'm very excited for Paleopines. Okay. Can we make these two bubble wraps a bit, Oh, has the stream gone down again? No. Okay, no it hasn't. Thank goodness for that. Builds they have will be the demo apparently. Let's give a few folks early access. Yeah. But it's very exciting. Okay, hang on. This one might be a little tricky. We might have a bit of wasted space here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take that. There we go. One more. There might not be a lot we can do with this one. We'll see. At the very least, I should imagine. And the reason why we want to make the bubble wraps as small as possible is so that as much of the space that we're using for these enclosures actually goes into the enclosures. So that the dinosaurs have as much room as possible. That's the goal. So it is technically, I suppose, sort of a noble goal. Also a bit of a self-serving goal. But that's fine. You're allowed those two sometimes. There we are. Okay. Now, we haven't fully bubble wrapped it yet. We haven't got all the interior fences down. But we've got the separating bits down. So I just wanna... Is this bit fully bubble wrapped? The interior section here, this is fully bubble wrapped. This is where we're gonna put Spino. So you know what? Let's just get Spino out. Let's have a look at the genome library. Spiny boy. Where are you? Spiny? There you are, Spinosaurus. We can have up to 2 Spinosaurus in one place. And your population goes up to 13. So we can have a little group small carnivore chilling out alongside you as well. Let's have a look at you. So we're going to have one base color. Now, attack. What I'm hoping for here is bonus resilient. I don't know if any genes have the 2. Yes. Intuitive learning gets us up to 52 resilience. Intuitive learning. Fantastic. Defense. It's robust digestion, I think. No, intensive repair? Yeah, it's intensive repair. There we go. Habitat we can't mess with. This is going to be crow. Stress we can't mess with. Resilience we want robust digestion. Crow. Stress. Resilience. This thing is absolutely never going to be born except that we have the upgrades on our building. Social, we don't have any genes for social because that's DLC stuff. And then lifespan, I think we want the shark. Yes, shark. Okay, so this thing on its own has a viability of 3%, which means every time we spend $8 million on a Spinosaurus, in theory, we get a 3% chance of it living. However, that's actually going to translate to 93% because we have the upgrades, the success rate upgrades. And we're actually going to incubate another one that'll be even less likely to survive. Because we're going to give him... We're going to give you a wetland pattern, because why wouldn't we? This is a wetland area. And that, on its own, has a minus 2% chance of surviving. Which means every time we incubate a Spinosaurus, not only does it fail, but it also kills 2% of a different Spinosaurus somewhere in the world. That's how maths works. But anyway, that's going to be real fun, I think. And guests absolutely love Uh, yes, absolutely love carnivores. Don't think. Oh, technically, this one does cover a little bit of Spiney's enclosure. So we may, at some point, we may want to hook these up sooner rather than later, perhaps. Up, 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 up. Oh, that was not where I wanted that to go. Can't see where the fence is. There we go. Fantastic. How are you guys doing in there? These guys are going to take a little while to cook, because a lot of the big dinos do. While they're working on that... Alright, so if we're putting... Oh, while we're doing that, we need to work on upgrading these fences. My god, because I've just realized these are normal fences, and we definitely don't want that. So the interior fence, we want to be electrified concrete. Laura says you're just incubating them to cook and eat them while root their dinos. I mean, I don't know what happens to the dinos that you sell, but you can sell dinos in this game. Maybe they go on to be gloriously profitable burgers. Who knows? Not me. Now, electric fencing is hugely hungry for power. Like, it's enormously power hungry. Because every section of fence, basically, is eats 1 power. Is that now fully ringed? Hang on. No, that little bit there isn't. You see, little bits like that, they get you. Any exterior walls we can have be not electric, and we want to. Because the exterior walls that face the public, they're basically like, well, we already, if a dinosaur has got to this wall, we already know about it because we've known that it's broken through this wall. So theoretically, we're already in response mode by that point. However, exterior walls that face other dino enclosures are also... Well, the one that faces the herbivore enclosure, that can be regular concrete. That's fine. The ones that face these other enclosures, these might well have more carnivores in them. So these are probably also going to have to be electrified concrete. Okay, I think that's that fully surrounded. Now, the reason why the ones between have to be electrified is because they'll be facing dinosaur attacks from both sides, potentially. And so not only do we not want the Spinosaurus to break into here, but we don't want whatever's in here to break into the Spinosaurus. Because the Spinosaurus will eat them. Oh, we need to do this bit, don't we? There we go. Okay. I'm confident the dinosaur can actually fit through this gap, so I don't think we need to do more reinforcement on that bit. I think everything is set up, and our Spinosaurs look like they've succeeded. So I think we're good to go. How much power do we now have? Unused power, only 19 unused power after we set all those up. So before we put out any more carnivores into different enclosures, we are seriously going to need another power station. Instantly, Spinosaurus, what do you eat? I realized I should have looked at this a little sooner. You eat fish or meat? Fantastic. Okay, and we are going to need to replace quite a bit of this wetland. I'm probably going to put you in like a little island. But first I want to go to enclosures. I want to get a fish feeder. I love a fish feeder. I'm going to pop it right there in front of the viewing gallery as well. Okay, gang, are we ready? Are we ready for this? I'm not ready for this. Like it says, instead of selling the dinos, just put them in a hamster wheel to generate more power. Somehow, I feel like that is not going to go down particularly well in this tale about, like, ultimately man's hubris. Is it? Okay, Spino 2 is ready. Spino 1, here we go. Oh, it looks so cool! You were the only good thing about Jurassic Park 3. The only good thing. Actually, that's not true, because the board game was also a good thing. I think I've said this before, but the board game of Jurassic Park 3 is significantly better than the film of Jurassic Park 3. Okay, I'm just gonna close that gate for a sec and see what Spiny thinks about his habitat. You need more grassland, but you don't need that much more grassland. And you have way more wetland than you need. I actually could have made this enclosure a lot smaller, I think. Here, have a little island. Okay, you need a bit more island than that. Okay, maybe I couldn't have made this that much smaller. Okay, he's still unhappy. You're still missing grassland. You had loads of grassland a second ago. What's changed? What? Oh, I'm confused. I've blobbed you in a huge amount of grassland, and your grassland hasn't changed. What gives, Spiny? Are you treating this as forest for some reason? No. Okay. The worst part is the grassland involved when the dinosaurs went extinct. I know. I guess they just mean like open space, which I can understand as a requirement. Spiny, you're gonna need to work with me a bit more here, because there's only so much more grassland I can give you. And I don't know why you're suddenly missing grassland. When you weren't when I released you. If I open this gate, are you not happy about your grassland again? Yeah, just about. Okay, we must be close then. I just think, given that he's a wetland dino, he should be more happy with the water. Okay. We're gonna close the gate. No, the regular gate, please. See if that's enough for old Spino yet. No. He really likes this bit of grassland here. He thinks this grassland is great. And he doesn't care at all about this grassland over here. I'm sort of running out of ideas. Because I'm running out of space to put more grassland in. Really putting the land in wetland? Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, now he doesn't have enough wetland, and he still doesn't have enough grassland. Spiny? Spiny, you're killing me. How much forest have you got? You've got more forest than you need. Okay. Let's try cutting out some of your forest. Okay, he's just about happy. Blimey. You remember how, like, 2 minutes ago I was thinking, oh yeah, this enclosure is like... It's a bit too big, it's a bit bigger than I needed. Well, I was wrong. As it turns out. Anyway, now that the enclosure is suitable for them, they've got food, they've got just about enough land. Let's go and release Spiny number 2. This is wetland pattern. Wow, this looks terrible. I've got land, I've got water, have I got wetland? Apparently I didn't have enough. Oh, he's a mean boy. He's a really mean boy. Right, close the gate, make sure they're both still happy. Oh, this Spinosaurus has instantly become the alpha. Move over, Spiny number 1. Spiny number 2 is here. Okay. The land's gonna get wet. Oh, good. Okay, so now we've got an enclosure here with huge, vast amounts of grassland and basically no forest. Get lost, Grandpa. What I want is a small carnivore. Now, there's no filtering options here, which is the same. But what I want is a small carnivore that will be happy with only 830 meters of forest and a huge amount of grassland. So technically you need less forest than that, so you should be happy in the same place. Tsukumamis I'm pretty sure counts as a big carnivore. Metriacanth is a big, so is Mahjong. Indoraptor is small, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Indoraptor like attacks anything that's in the same enclosure as it. So we've got Dilophosaurus needs way more forest, won't be happy. You need more forest, won't be happy. And the rest of you are all big carnivores. There's not many small carnivores in the series. I guess this is going to be a Velociraptor pen as well then. Velociraptors are evil little things, because they have social requirements. And they get... Luckily their social requirements aren't terrible. Deinonychus actually has way worse social requirements. Because it needs 3, I think. Where are you? Deinonychus? Deinonychus. Yeah, it needs 3, and typically you're obviously only releasing 2 at a time from your ham and creation labs. Oh, hello. Yeah, they're having a little vie to see who's the alpha. And this one's 1, and so he's still the alpha. I am actually going to just double check. If I put down 2 meat feeders, are you still happy for the amount of grassland that you have? Because if not, there's going to be a problem. Okay, yes, those grasslands didn't affect it. I just need friends. Yeah, but the problem is that, like, when you or I need friends, we go on the internet. But when the Velociraptor needs friends, they break out and kill everyone. You know? Like, I'm just not okay with that. How are we doing for emergency shelter provision, by the way? Kind of terrible, actually. We seriously need some more emergency shelters down to cover, like, this area. And over here that we've just put stuff down. It's probably fine, right? I might need to get rid of a little tiny bit of water here. Just so I can fit an emergency shelter in here. I'll take things I should have done before putting down the carnivores for 800 points, please. Actually, that's going to be better, slightly further over, isn't it? Oh, I removed the wrong thing. Lost it. Anyway, no! Get off. Yeah, that's a much better place for it. Actually, an even better place would be on the other side. I know I've just demolished this and rebuilt it 3 times, but bear with. So that back there is an even better place to put it. No, okay. And I'm gonna put out like a little cheap path, because I know this isn't something I want to stay like this. Just dump an emergency shelter on the end there as well, just in case, you know how it would be. Why would we need shelter? We're top safe. I mean, in theory you are. And I don't think they get agitated, because on most islands, the problem is not actually keeping the dinosaurs. The problem is that in a storm, the dinosaurs get agitated. And an agitated dinosaur is a killer, because like there's nothing you can do to stop them from being agitated, because it's a storm. They're agitated by the storm, you can't control the weather. And so often, like, when that happens, you just will have dinosaurs breaking out just cause. And I'm pretty sure when I played this before, when storms happened, I used to just send out the helicopters to just tranquilize all of the raptors and all of the Deinonychus. Just because I knew they'd break out anyway, so I might as well tranquilize them. But you can't do that if they're in a pen with a large carnivore, because then the carnivores will eat sleeping dinosaurs, because they're mean like that. Oh yeah, I was checking emergency shelter coverage. See, I've put that one over there, but now that doesn't actually cover this viewing gallery. So we're going to pretend like the first thing I did was the thing I wanted to do all along. There we go. It's fine. It's fine. You know, I've not built on any of this section a way in. Oh no, I have built a way in. It's down there. I guess we're going to put our ranger station down here then, because that makes sense, doesn't it? That substation there is a little bit right in where this enclosure is going to be, which is slightly unfortunate. I'm sure we'll cope. I also realise I may have put that a little too close. Don't know if I'm going to get a double wraparound. Oh no, okay, we can double wrap that, that's fine. That's fine. And you'll notice there are still There are loads of people in the park, but there is still no one at the entrance or exit to the park. How are we doing for power? We have 9 unused power now. Because I assume the emergency shelters... Well, maybe they don't take power. Oh, it's because we built this. And as soon as that's finished, that's actually going to eat more power than we have to give. So, let's put down another power station, just before we hook that up. I don't think I'm going to get a path to you, somehow. I think this is going to be a total mess. Because I don't think I've left enough room to build... Weirdly, you can't build a path like through this bit, even though this seems totally clear. One of the things that I really liked about stuff like City Skylines was that a lot of the plaza districts could just like hook up and act as paths for people to walk across, even if they didn't say they were paths. Jurassic World Evolution, one of the many things it could have taken from other like park and city builders. It could have taken that. These guys are so loud when they're fighting, and they are fighting a lot. They don't theoretically take damage during this. This is just like a little behavior that they have. Fighting for dominance. Once this is up, we can do our standards. 2 protection, 3 outputs on it. It is just the best setup for it. Annoyingly, it leaves us with like some additional unused outage protection, I think. But it doesn't like carry over, so we can't have a whole bunch of stations that are 3-2 and then one station that's 2-3. It don't work like that because outages are on a per thing basis. He's having a nap. Alpha's sleeping. And like, isn't this just such a boring looking enclosure? Because we've had to fill it up with empty grasslands. I can't even like put plants in it because that'll stop it from being grassland and make it count as forest. It's really stupid. This thing takes ages to build. This is the problem with power a little bit, is you can't be reactive with power, you have to be proactive and know what you're doing in advance. There we go, okay, new power station. Protection, improved output, improved output, improved output. Power is, of course, also your biggest expense in the park. I don't know if I can actually see my finances in this mode. No, finances are unavailable, that's a shame. But if I could, you'd see that, like, it's basically all power. We have a gyro station. A gyro ball that's approaching the Spino paddock. We kind of have one here. Let's ride this. As we come into the Spinosaur paddock, we're going to go through the bubble wrap, and then we'll see what the average guest would see, admittedly in the middle of the night, but we'll see what the average guest would see of these paddocks.
The fossil locations indicate that Spinosaurus lived in coastal regions with floodplains, swamp flats,
they're catching
and mangrove
fish.
forests. For this reason, her diet has recently been supplemented with fresh fish.
That's actually a really fun shot. We've got to switch camera. I don't think I can switch to a camera that helps. Fish, fresh fish. I assume that the way they're supplied like that, they are actually supplied live, but I'm not really sure. Because they're put in like a little net thing. How do I leave? There we go. This thing, like it's a little net thing and it has to be in water. So I assume there are living... Yes, look, you can see them swimming around. There are living fish in there. Alright, now that we've got the power, we can hook up our ranger station. Add some themes. It's weird, I could have sworn... I've got a ranger station over here, actually. Maybe I didn't need that one down there. Maybe that was very foolish of me. Maybe I should put the airlock back here instead. I mean, okay, we'll get rid of this ranger station. We don't need it. We don't need those either, just yet. Have I closed this gate? I did remember to close that gate. We're going to put an airlock in sort of behind the ranger station, which hopefully should be much easier for them to get into. As fresh as can be. Any fresh when it hasn't hatched yet. Any fresh when it's called caviar. Actually, hang on. There we go. There's a way in for our ranger team. They can theoretically get in there in a hurry if they need to. They'll start out by reversing, but I'm pretty sure they can handle that. If not, then we'll fire them. Right. Oh yes, I was gonna cook some velociraptors, wasn't I? Let's go find some velociraptors. Yeah, I will say the new DLC genes, the stuff like this, habitat and stress and social, apparently it is possible. I know it is possible because there's an achievement for doing it. It is possible to create a dinosaur that it is physically impossible to be comfortable. I don't know how you do that. I assume it's by making its, like, population maximum lower than its social minimum. I assume that's how you do it. I don't know exactly what these genes do. It might also be something to do with the stress genes. I don't know what the stress genes do. But either way, that's like a terrifying prospect. Just a dinosaur that is... It exists only to try and break out. Right, I want the crow on the attack slots. I like that you get the little noise of the crow. You don't get the noise of a shark. Okay, and we have one normal pattern one. And then we're gonna give you a... We're gonna give you a vivid pattern, I think. There we go. 2 little velociraptors. Sheska says, should you perhaps then not make that dinosaurs? Well, yes. Should perform good and all that. but there's an achievement for it. Also, I'm guessing there might well end up being a mission for it. There's Spino. He's here to, like, nibble anyone who comes out of the viewing gallery. Instantly, I don't know why the viewing gallery just, like, has a door here that goes down into the enclosure like that. That seems very, very unsafe to me. But, I mean, what do I know? I feel like you'd get a lot of people eaten by Spinosauruses that way, if this were real life. And you guys, you have a population max that's fairly generous, actually. A lot of the carnivores... Do you mind? I was speaking. A lot of the carnivores do, which I always find really annoying, because of course you can't actually keep them together particularly. Because, like, you know, like a Spinosaurus, You can keep max 2 Spinosauruses in one place. And then the Velociraptors... Oh, where are they? Down at the bottom. You can keep at max 6 Velociraptors in one place. So, like, it's impossible to get even close to your population cap of 13. Like, I guess, I suppose, to some extent, it's nice that it is so generous as you don't have to worry about it. But it just feels like wasted potential. And again, I think theoretically you can put them in with the Omega Big herbivores, and they don't get attacked, but I haven't tested that. Says that's a really strange evolutionary path. Being a big dangerous lizard's so cool that millennia later some monkeys bring you back from extinction, but smart enough to break free and kill the monkeys. Nothing in that evolutionary niche yet. Well, nothing in that evolutionary niche that we know of yet. The problem is, though, that it's kind of time limited by how long DNA takes to break down. Like, you have to rely on those intelligent monkeys evolving within, let's say, a couple of million years of you going extinct, because otherwise you then have the problem that we have with actual dinosaurs, which is we kind of want to bring them back, and let's be honest, if it were possible to bring them back, we absolutely would have by now. But we can't, because DNA just doesn't last that long, so there's no possibility of us recovering usable DNA. That we know of. I'm going to caveat that with that we know of. How you guys doing? You're nearly cooked. Let's open the gate. And oh boy, am I not looking forward to having the raptors around. Release the dinosaur, though! You even get scary music playing for this. Right, he's feeling lonely, so let's quickly go and release a buddy for him. Really quick. So that he's no longer lonely. And it's all gonna be fine. Oh, he's looking at me, I don't like that. I felt something primal in me there when he looked at me. Oh boy. Okay, they are now content. Once he's through the gate, we'll close the gate. And number 2 is immediately the alpha, that's fine. I kind of actually, seeing as we can have 6 Velociraptors, I might do, and this is the worst idea anyone's ever come up with, but I might do 6 Velociraptors so we can have a bunch of different colours. We're not going to be short on... hang on, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours. We'll have 5 Velociraptors, one of each colour. Just says, gosh, imagine if those dinosaurs eventually evolved to the point of having archaeology discover, hey, wait a second, we went extinct for a while. Then some other species-made cities went extinct just about when we reappeared in the fossil record. Wow. That's some deep lore. You should write that book. Just realised the Velociraptors themselves are like $1 million each to incubate. We're just like, yeah, I'll have 5, why not? Yeah, so one of the reasons why I have 2 carnivore feeders on opposite ends of the pen is so that the raptors can hopefully stay away from the spinies, so they can actually be fed. I do wonder if I also want to have a sheep dispenser, because then there'll be a source of food like somewhere just crazily around. But the little dinos aren't generally good at feeding from the sheep dispensers, because they kill a sheep and then they get spooked off of the carcass by a big dinosaur and then it just rots, which is no good to anyone. But I suppose if we're going to have 6 raptors, it'll probably be worth it. Boop. There we go. I always feel sorry for the goats. I'm pretty sure this is quite cruel. You wouldn't get away with doing this in a real zoo. This is moaning about not being hooked up with anything. Well, I've got nothing down here that needs powering just yet. There will be, I promise. You just need to hold your horses. Well, I'll just kill you. Oh, and also sometimes they kill the goat and then just leave it, cause they're jerks. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, there's no going back now. We can't really take the raptors out of the park very easily now that we've got them there. I mean, we sort of can. We can tranquilize them and sell them, but not quickly. And then I gotta think about what I want in these other enclosures, I suppose. That's because the thought gives me the same vibe as an idea I had ages ago about life moving back and forth between Earth and Mars. In like a sort of a panspermia type way, like we seed Mars, Mars seeds us, and vice versa. This enclosure this one down here is fairly big. I could probably fit a fairly large or fairly space-heavy carnivore in it if I wanted to. So once we've got our last raptor on the go, I might think about what we're going to put down here, and also get to like double ring fencing this area because it's not finished yet. Okie dokie. Raptors 3 and 4 are on their way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to
Oh,
welcome
what's this camera? There we go. And they run really fast as well, it's quite terrifying. Oh boy. Oh boy. Because I'm thinking, if I can fit a Rexy in that other pen, then between Rexy, Velociraptor, and Spinosaurus, we have all of like the big Jurassic Park dinos. First we're going to get this last Velociraptor. It'll be an arid pattern. Incubate you. And let's have a look at our genome library. So Rexy needs a lot of grassland as well. Almost as much as Spinosaurus. Doesn't need very much forest. And given that it doesn't also need wetland, I'm sure there must be enough room in this paddock. No, not that paddock, this paddock. Like, I'm sure if we take out some of the wetland, we can fit him in there. On the other hand, I was going to have more of these be wetland ones. So maybe I actually want to put Rexy, like, down here? And have this be Suchomimus or Baryonyx or someone? Feels a bit big for a Suchomimus Baryonyx. It doesn't feel like they warrant it, you know? What? How much space do those two need? Where are they? Baryonyx. Well, you need a decent chunk of grassland, actually. Suchomimus. Oh, you need even more grassland than Baryonyx does. Okay, we'll put Suchomimus down there, it'll be fine. Jessica says, basically Earth sends a rover to Mars. It isn't completely sterile now there's microbes on Mars. Meantime, something cataclysmic happens to Earth, like the crust breaks apart, is mixed with magma to make a new surface. No evidence of life survives. Meanwhile, intelligent life evolves on Mars, sends a rover to Earth. It isn't completely sterile, now there's microbes on Earth. That does sound kind of cool. The only, obviously you know this one, but the only conceptual problem with it is how do you end up as with a situation where the Earth's surface is regularly, like, magmarized? Okay, let's cook up a Suchomimus, I guess. We're gonna have you. We're gonna have you null gene for cosmetic because we always want one of the base color. Robust digestion. For defense, is it intensive repair? Yes, it's intensive repair. For attack, it's crow. For lifespan, it's the shark. And for attack, it's crow. Jessica says, I mean, it already happened once when the moon was formed. Yes, but that's why I said have it happen regularly. Because moon forming accidents aren't very common. At least not in the vast bulk of like a planet's history. Obviously, like during the formation of the solar system or whatever, things hit each other a lot more. Okay, now I have apparently released a Suchomimus before because I have all this information about it, but I don't remember having released one before. So that's going to be fun when we get to him. So says, I mean, keep in mind we need to give it all time to cool down and intelligent life to evolve. Yeah, I know. I'm just sort of saying, you know, for it to keep on happening, it has to happen quite late in the planet's history. You know, let's say the time limit on life appearing is like a couple, on intelligent life appearing is a couple of billion years. If you like skip the boring billion in Earth's history and intelligent life evolved straight in the Cambrian, that would be like 2 to 3 billion years after life arose that you then get intelligent life. Let's assume that that's a lower bound. 2 billion years like into Earth's history is like we weren't that asteroid active in the solar system compared to the early stages of the solar system by that point. We are much more similar to now than it would be to when the moon forming impact actually happened. But I'm not an astrophysicist, so take everything in mind with a pinch of salt. Something you thought before. I mean, it's a really cool idea, and I'm not saying you couldn't justify that. I'm just saying, like, you'd have to. But it's a cool idea. I mean, the fact that it's made me think about it this much is kind of proof that it's an idea that has merit, if nothing else. Okay, Suchomimus, what's your population like? 1 to 2, okay. But we can still have a second one. Presumably you can have wetland, although the wetland looked pretty naff on the other one. Maybe we'll give you woodland. There we go. Oh dear. I'm worried this isn't actually going to be enough to put Brachiosaurus in. Because Brachiosaurus has such huge space requirements. Like, a Brachiosaurus basically needs twice as much space as a Spinosaurus. I don't know if this is quite twice as big as that enclosure. Pesca says, another funny thought. Imagine a multiverse where everything pseudo-random is truly random. Every random event will split into parallel universes reach possible outcome. In a small handful of the universes, nobody would be able to roll anything but a 1 on a d6. And the scientists are driving them to insanity over why it can't land on the other side. That sounds hilarious. That's an amazing thought. I love it. I love it to pieces. Oh, I do need to save. Hang on. If we're getting Suchomimus, I'm assuming you eat fish. I'll be very cross if you don't eat fish. Yes, you do. Let's get a fish dispenser. Where do people see? Oh, they're looking up from this place, so I guess we want it kind of... Where's the... Can I see from here? Show view. Yeah, I guess we want it sort of in the middle of this bit. Boop. There we go. On the rare occasion someone rolls something else, no one believes them because it's known fact D6s only land on once. Magic landed on something else that fell off on the floor, so it had to be rolled again. Oh, that's crazy. That does sound really funny. Right, here's our boys, the pack. Who's Alpha? It's still number 2 is the Alpha for now. They might, the Alpha in this group might change because all of the other colours will have different ratings. I don't know who's going to come out on top of that. But they seem pretty chill. Oh, he's not chill, he's panicking. He's just seen these two fight. He's like, why are Mummy and Daddy fighting? Oh, and they're having a little chat. Veloso4 is like, what are you guys talking about? They're like, nothing. Definitely not talking about you. Fine. Sheska goes, don't know how much longer you're going to be live. Hopefully you can catch me in the stream. I imagine I'll be alive for another hour and a bit. But if you've got to head off, then I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Boop. Okay, now. Theoretically, he will be drawn down here eventually because this is where the food is, and this is the only food he can access. But, I'm nervous. Suchomimus. Oh my gosh! Wow! You're like black and yellow, like a wasp colored. I kinda like it. I kinda like it. Your face is far too long for the rest of you. But,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Suchomimus to the park.
Right, the other thing, of course, is if we close this gate, he can't come back. Now, I don't know why we don't release them with full food and water. That seems like a really bad idea to me. Like, we release them with like 50% food. Like, what are they doing? Starving you in there? Okay, now he's looking for food. That'll bring him into the enclosure. Then we'll see how happy he is in the enclosure. Okay. You need a bit more grassland. You can do with a bit less forest. So that's all good. How's that for you? You still need a bit more grassland. Okay, that's not ideal. Just realized there's going to be path around there. So, like... Okay, now you've got enough grassland, but you need more forest. But yeah, because there's going to be path around there. I actually don't want trees right up against it. Perfect. There's a happy little Suchomimus. Okay, oops, I pushed the button there. I didn't need to push. Alright, let's open this gate. Hopefully he'll come in looking for water, and then we'll close that gate, open the other gate. Da-da-da! Suchomimus, meaning crocodile mimic, roughly. I need you to roam this way, please, sir. Close that gate. Open this gate. Okay, he's, once again, immediately he's the alpha. The poor base-coloured versions, they just can't compete, really. Just gonna go through this gate, looking for food. I hate the way they always stop in gates. I assume that's part of, like, how they're coded to move around. It's very annoying. Uh-oh, I think Spino has smelt them. Oh, he's just looking for water. You'd have a lot more water if you didn't need quite so much grassland. I'm just gonna put that out there. Because I was hoping to have like a sort of a wetland environment. Well, actually what I've got is like an island with just a moat. A palaeonerd over here is sick.
Adding task.
Right, let's see if you can handle this drive into the new airlock that I made so that you don't die horribly in the enclosure. That's the plan. Also, of course, being able to respond more quickly means that the disease spreads less. You've got tuberculosis. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Right, let's just make sure he gets out in one piece as well, because that's also important. Just gonna 3 point, 4 point, 5 point. Okay, now the new airlock system has led to a 100% reduction in Ranger team fatalities, which I think is perfect. I think that's optimal. I'm also thinking, I could probably get this gyrosphere track down into this enclosure. That's what I'm thinking. We might have to see about that. How are we doing for rating now? We're at 3.5 stars, which I'm pretty happy about. We're actually at 3.5 stars for sort of both things. We've got a tiny little welfare penalty. I'm not sure who on. Who's slightly uncomfortable? It's probably a raptor that hasn't had dinner. No, you seem fine. Maybe it's just a residual from that dino being sick. No, okay, it's still there. Alright, someone's a little bit hungry somewhere. Hasn't got to their food. Probably a sauropod that's being slow. We need more shopping. That's because none of the guests are actually near the shopping district. Because they're all idiots. But that's fine. We will have enclosures up here that will bring guests to this spot, and then they'll be like, ah, shopping! Amazing! That's how guests sound. If you didn't know. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how this is going. Let's cook up some boys to live down here. Now the problem with this is we've got low forest again. Who are the other small carnivores? Remind me. Dilophosaurus needs loads more forest than we've got. Deinonychus needs twice as much forest as we've got. I think everyone else is a big carnivore. Yeah, all the other carnivores are big. Okay. So I guess Suchomomus isn't going to have any friends. They're just going to chill out, two of them. Which is a bit of a shame, but what can you do? And then we'll have probably Deinonychus up here in this one. We'll find a big dinosaur to go with them that likes a bit more forest. Oh, it's the Dilophosaurus who really loves the forest. We'll have them there, and Deinonychus down here somewhere. Probably in this space here. Perhaps. Because I want both of them to be next to creation labs, so I don't have to airlift the whole population in. Although actually for Dilophosaurus is fine on his own, right? He only needs one. Yeah, he only need one, so I could airlift the whole group of Dilophosaurus in if I wanted to. It wouldn't be the end of the world. But Deinonychus, we definitely don't want to do that. Maybe then we'll put Deinonychus up here. Although, they're kind of similar to Velociraptor. I'm worried they're a bit samey. It's better for our variety if we put them down. We'll put them down here. I'm making the call. We're gonna need to bubble wrap. But I think we only need to bubble wrap this section. So that should be fine. Excuse me, I'm all black. I've also wrapped up in my cords. I've just realised actually, before we start anything, I need to put a viewing gallery that will see this area. That's a little more tricksy. I could put two viewing galleries here with the tall ones. Hang on, pushing all the wrong buttons. So I have one that kind of does that, and one that kind of does that. It wouldn't be super efficient. Or can I have one like up here? Somehow? It's not a terrible place, but the access is a bit naff. I might end up moving this ranger station. Because I'm not super happy with it where it is. I need to find where they are though on the list. Okay, I could get it in here. It isn't great. I was hoping to sort of smudge it in this gap But I think the terrain is a bit wonky for that. Okay, well, we smooth it out as much as we can. Let's actually also deforest it, just so I can see what I'm working with. That looks pretty smooth to me. No, I think we have just not quite enough room. Okay, we might chuck. Oh, I did not want to do that. I didn't want to do that at all. Okay, luckily the game had mercy on me. Can I put that in there and then have the shelter there? I can. And then the loos there, and that all fits. God, I'm good. I'm not. And probably do with maybe smoothing this out just a little bit. You know, just an itsy bitsy bit. Okay, and now that we've got that, get rid of this and that, and then we've got a much more sensible sort of area. I do need to add scheduling and then a whole bunch of accuracy. And 3 more teams. 2 more teams. For a total of 3 teams. There we go. Icon words. And now we've got somewhere nice to put in a viewing gallery. We can put that in there. If I put it in somewhere like... we've got building constraints here. That's because this bit needs to actually be smoothed out even more. That's fine. In fact, I might just want to do a lower here, to be honest. Stuff's moving. And then, knock this fence down. Put a wide path out here, because I'm going to have, I think, another viewing gallery over there, maybe? So I put that somewhere like there, that comes up to there. And then I want one that will cover this sort of space. That substation will probably need to move. It's okay. Can fit it in nicely over here. These will have power again momentarily. I could even go so far as to have like one here, and then one like interlocking with it, dovetailing with it, couldn't I? That would be a long one. Let's go cover this area. Actually, it doesn't really cover that area very well at all, does it? That's a much better way to cover that other area. Okay, when we do that... Yeah, I know the path's not connected. I'm working on it. Jesus, game. So like that, you don't have power. I might yet have some more stuff up this way. Oh, there's a main path that's going to be coming through here, isn't there? Yeah, hang on. Okay, let's upgrade this. This is actually main path. I know you've got no power. I was hoping to... Bloody game sometimes. We're gonna put in a small substation now. Just literally so I can see where you are. What it is you're whining about. If I put another gallery in sort of here-ish, and then we bring the main path around the back of this. And we link it up to there. Figure out. So that's pretty much all the buildings for this area, I should imagine. Just figure out where we can cover you both with a substation. It's gonna be there, I guess. And figure out how we want to hook you up to the power network. That's gutting. I hate when that happens. Maybe if I move it just slightly down here. I know there's a gap in the spots between where these two see, but it's impossible to find that while they're not active. I've missed it again, see? Need to put it there. Okay, I'm just gonna put this in here now while I know where it is. And then we're gonna... Oh, come on, I need this. I need the pylon. Game. Thank you. Alright. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Right, and now we've got that set up. Okay, so we're not gonna get the gyrosphere ride down to there. That's fine. Let's work on finishing off this thing. It's gonna be the raptor enclosure. I actually want to move this slightly. Do-do. Probably going to go around the substation to make sure we can actually access it. How much space do we need down here? Probably not loads and loads. How much room do you guys need? Hang on. So you guys need about 5,000 meters squared. You guys need about 6,000 meters squared total. You need more grassland, less forest. I guess it depends who you're going in. So you need to go in with a large carnivore that needs at least 4,500, 1,500. So you need twice as much. You need way less forest, so you're not a good fit. You need way less forest, you're not a good fit. All of these big carnivores seem to need a lot more grassland and don't mind so much about the forest. Indorex is an option. Because he needs the same amount of forest as Deinonychus. Not super thrilled by the idea of having Indirects in the park at all. You need kind of about the same. Metriacanthosaurus might be a good buddy for Deinonychus. You're less good. And there's just T-Rex left, who's also not a good fit. See, none of the carnivores need forest particularly, apart from Indoraptor actually needs forest. It's kind of a massive shame, to be honest. Okay, so we've got two candidates. We've got Indo and Metriacanth. And honestly, I'm kind of inclined to put Indo in a big enclosure and have the Dilophosaurus in with it, rather than like anything else. I suppose Allosaurus is also like a contender. But no, I think I want Indo with the Deinonychus. Because then the Dilophosaurus goes in with the Metriacanthosaurus. And the fact that they need a bit more forest is fine, because Metriacanthosaurus is kind of quite fine with quite a small enclosure anyway. Like, that's not a huge enclosure. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Indorex eats Deinonychus. I hope he doesn't. So for Indo, we need 15,000 meters squared of grassland. Do I think we have that in there? Well, Spino needed about the same. And you need a much larger... Well, you need a bit larger enclosure than this. Okay, we might need to actually jiggle the gyrosphere just a smidgen. And up the size of this enclosure just a bit. At the expense of the other enclosure. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't like jiggling the gyrospheres. It's because they're a pain. This gyrosphere goes through now 2 enclosures with impressive carnivores in it. And only 105 people can be bothered to go and can be bothered to go on it. What gives? It costs $6. I'd pay $6 for that, and I'm extremely stingy. Yeah, especially after we bubble wrap this is going to be a lot smaller. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bubble wrap it. I'm gonna put Indo out there and see just how short we are of the required room. Because remember, of course, Spino has all this wetland in his as well that Indo doesn't need. Indo needs like a couple of puddles. I'm not tremendously happy with that as a plan. That's what we're gonna go for. I can't believe I'm doing this. I also can't believe that this fence won't play ball. My god! Behave. The other thing about bubble wrapping is because powered fence eats so much electricity. You kind of want to have your interior bubble wrap sections be as large as possible. You've got to kind of balance how much power you're using versus how much space you're giving up. So like here, I could gain a lot of space by going in here, but that costs a whole power just to get that tiny little extra bit of space. It's probably not worth it. On the other hand, if I can do something clever... Only if I can do something clever, mind. Find a happy medium. There we go. That'll have to do. Right. Is this now fully... This is now fully bubble wrap. We now need to upgrade it all to electrified concrete. For this bit. See, and things like that are generally easy wins. Okay. Fairly confident that's the interior now fully concreted, electrified concreted. Now the exterior needs regular concrete. And probably the wall to the next enclosure needs regular concrete. I don't know if we're putting a herbivore or a carnivore in here just yet. Actually, let's be honest, we're probably putting a carnivore in here because we're probably putting T-Rex in here. That section's not electric. There we go. I knew I was one click short, but I couldn't figure out how. Yeah, okay, so we're now short on power again? Are you kidding me? Oh, you're not short on power, you just haven't been hooked up. Whoops. Oh yeah, I remember, I knocked this down so I could put a fence in. That's right, I remember doing that. That was my fault. Okay. How much power do we have spare though? We have 149 spare power. For now we're doing fine for power. Okay. In terms of what he's going to need less forest than this. Whoopsies. Didn't want to do that. Let's try that much forest for now. And he's going to need a little bit of water in a couple of places. I got to think about where you can see from here as well. Actually, this forest is all in a terrible place. This forest obscures like 90% of the view. So we might want a bit of water over here, near the gate. And then a bit of water somewhere like here. They don't need to be big, they only need to be drunk from. So yeah, we've got now 2 different spots that people can drink from. We're going to assume that that's going to be enough. And have a helicopter on standby. I think. I'll open the gate. He's not actually ready yet. Can't believe we're doing this. What are your social requirements? 1 to 1. Oh, that's the other thing, of course, with the Dilophosaurus is potentially you can put them in with someone who'll have loads and loads of them. We probably don't have 10 different colours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 different colours, so that's fine. We don't need to. Okay. Let's incubate an Indominus Rex. Jesus Christ. Oh no, we need to modify it first. Hang on. What's this? ID camouflage. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's not good at all! Oh boy! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, no, no, no. Ah, Chescore's back. Welcome back, Chescore. How's it going? You have a smoothie! Ooh, what kind? I've just discovered that we're gonna do something really stupid, and we have the option to put in more stupid genes that I don't own. The red kind. Watermelon, strawberry, and blueberry. Oh, that does sound good, especially in this heat. My god. Yeah, so we're going to take this Indominus Rex and we're going to make it better at learning. Because that definitely isn't going to be a problem down the line. In fact, we're going to make it a lot better at learning because we have a lot of these genes. Oh my god. This Indominus Rex is going to be smarter than I am. That's not good at all. Its current viability is -1%. It says that's red, and blue, so it's purple. Blueberries aren't that blue, really. They're more a sort of reddish, purplish on the inside, depending on how ripe they are. Oh, and I guess... Wait, we only get one of these, so what colour should we make it? Should we leave him in his base colour? His base colour is hideously ugly, but I don't know what any of the others are going to be like. That says it looks a bit gory, but very smooth. Mmm, tasty. People in chat, what are you thinking on colour? Should we leave him as is, or should we try a different colour? Oh, the arid patterns from Pagona Viticeps! That's a bearded dragon! This is a bearded dragon colour scheme! I love it! Yellow, you want yellow. I don't know which one's yellow! Savannah might be yellow, but might be brownish. If arid pattern is from a bearded dragon, theoretically it should be kinda yellowy. Yes, exactly, Shaskor. I wish I knew what this was, or what any of the others were from. This is from a horse! Equus quagga. Is that from a zebra? I know Equus is horse, I don't know which... No, a regular horse is Equus. I have a sneaking suspicion that the savannah pattern, that the zebra might be Equus zebra. So I don't know what this is. Is a quagga its own thing, actually, maybe? I don't know. Okay, we're going for an arid pattern Indorex. It has, like, it has -6% viability, but it's fine. And it costs $10.8 million to cook this boy. And we don't even know if he's gonna be happy when he comes out. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, where am I gonna put the feeders? They need to be nicely visible. So we'll have one feeder down here. I don't like that noise either. I don't even know who made that noise. That's obstructed, is it? What's it obstructed by? Okay, and one feeder down there. And one feeder, I guess, kind of up here in the middle? Can I fit one over here? No, the gyroscope. Gyroscope? The gyrosphere park is in the way. Okay, we'll put one here by the edge of the forest. That has unfortunately murked a bit of the forest. And then we're gonna put... Oh, I don't want that. We're gonna also have a goat feeder. Oh, I was gonna put the goat feeder up here. Oh, hang on. There we go, there's a spot. Because we don't really need to see the goat feeder that much. Now it says Plains Zebra. It used to be Equus Kelly, but they changed the name. Fair enough. Thank you for the knowledge, Love Angel. We always love doing the learn here. I also, of course, just remembered that yeah, he's gonna take several years to incubate. That's fine. I suppose we could get a Dilophosaurus out in the meantime. That would at least let us check how much forest we have. Dilophosaurus. Let's get you all set up. Right. Leave that plain for now. Resilience, we want digestion. Defense, we want repair. Attack, we want crow. Is it you two? Are you fighting again? These guys are constantly fighting. Oh, they're like snapping at each other as well. Oh, you don't normally see that. Oh, Veloso 4? The one that they were all talking about behind his back? He's now the new alpha. Interesting. Ooh, very interesting. Oh. Uh-oh, I think this goat is not long for this world. When they freeze, it's because someone's hunting them. Doesn't look like anyone's saying hunting. I think it's you. I think you're gonna eat the goat. There we go! There we go. But yeah, look, he's killed the goat. Is he gonna get to eat it? Oh, he might get to eat it. He's gonna eat some of it. Is this more, less, or equally gory to your smoothie, Shaskor? There we go. Oh! He's looking at me now. Hi there. Lavender says, oh, actually they kept a subspecies as Equus quagga brucelli. Another one is Equus quagga. It's quagga because it was named that first. The two subspecies each discovered got the subspecies name from the discoverer. I see. This gets visually less gory, factually more gory. Good, wonderful. Well, our Dilophosaurus is nearly ready at least. He's gonna have this whole encounter. He's not gonna use enclosure to himself for a while, and then he's gonna have the biggest shock of his goddamn life when Indirex comes out. I don't even know if Indirex is safe to have around the gyrospheres, to be honest. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna put him there. Maybe this is the worst idea ever. In fact, quite possibly this is the worst idea ever. What gyrospheres do we have out? You can't see them on the map view. See them on this view because they're the little bubbles. I think we only have like 3 out. I actually also want to check something because I can now drive a gyrosphere on my own and I can go like off-route. I do seem to have kidnapped a gyrosphere that has people in it, which is a little concerning. But I want to. I don't know because I don't know if I can like go through the gates and stuff with this.
Tour offline. Program ended. User control engaged.
Oh, it looks like it opens for me. Oh, I can even get through. There we are. Alright, let's go and say hi to a Spino up close, shall we? Lemon says, not fun facts. The quagga, Equus quagga quagga, is extinct since the 19th century, hunted to extinction. Oh, that's terrible. Here's a goat. Oh, I just realised! Hang on a sec. I don't know if I'll... Oh, will I still be able to get to this gyrosphere? I'm just wondering if I can leave the gyrosphere... release the Dilophosaurus... Oh, yeah! Ah! Ah! Hello? Hello? Hi! I've never seen this view before! Gyrosphere view! These people inside are absolutely terrified because I've hijacked their vehicle. They don't know what's going on. Hey! Hey, friends! Oh yeah! Alright. There you are. You're back on the tour route now. Right, we're gonna close that gate, and then I need to find the Dilophosaurus. You need like twice as much forest as you have. That's not good news. How's that? Is that enough? No, you need way more forest than this even still. Oh, that's not good news at all. I was hoping to be able to put trees up around this bit, but it's decided no. You shall not have trees, only tiny little plants. Apparently he's socializing. I think he was socializing with the goat. Which is certainly something. No, I did not want you there, did I, mate? That tree is right obstructing the view. Can I put down trees individually? Is that a thing I can do? I don't think it is. How are you? You're still unhappy. That goat is just GOAT. Oh dear. Please be enough forest. Oh my god, how do you still need more forest? Ugh! Like the Spinosaurus all over again. We might have to live with having trees there. I don't think we're going to have anywhere near enough grassland for Indo. Not with this much bloody forest everywhere. Look how much forest that is! That's so much forest! This is reckoning we have about twice as much grassland as Dilophosaurus needs. That's only going to be about half as much as Indo needs. Maybe even a third as much as Indo needs. Yeah, a third as much as Indo needs. Indo might need this whole enclosure. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. This is a bit less fine. Well, this is playing silly buggers. Which is not my favourite game. Indo is ready to release, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready for him, unfortunately. I'm also not sure if I'm actually gonna be able to sneak something down here. This gyrosphere route might need to change very slightly. Oh, I'm not happy about that. Not happy about that at all, but I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Will that even bend even any further? Or have I scuffed it? Okay, maybe. Okay. We've just about got something down at least. Hang on a sec, what to do. This is fine, this is fine. I know what I'm doing, I promise. I made a promise, but it wasn't true. We're just building fences as best we can, which is not very well. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay. Right. You double wrapped? You double wrapped? Okay. Let's get the upgrades on the go. I don't know why I've done that. I don't know why I've done this like this. It's fine. We'll work it out as we go along. Okay, and we might end up knocking down this wall in the middle here. I need to upgrade the outside to regular concrete. Because Indo is a scary boy. I've just realised that this exterior fence isn't concrete either. That was nearly a disaster. Okay. We're gonna open gate 20. And then here he comes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey there. Hi. You are not yellow, sir. You are not even slightly yellow. Oh, I'm feeling the fear.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to
Yeah, you need more grassland. That's okay. We're gonna demolish this fence and that fence, and then you should have all the grassland in the world. Amazing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. And then we are gonna think long and hard about how we're gonna fix your enclosure. Because I still want to have a separate enclosure here. I don't think you need all of this room. But I don't know how much of this room you do need. But this is partly why we've double wrapped you. So we can muck about a bit. Oh, come on. Ah, perfect. Yeah, muck about and just sort of see. Oh, you're upset about the gyrosphere route. How are you doing? Well, you haven't eaten the Dilophosaurus yet. So that's something. Oh my god. Can you imagine? Oh, this gyrosphere's just sat here while the track's incomplete. Sorry, friend, you might be there for quite a while. Okay, I think if we take a line sort of here-ish, that might be enough room for him. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, and just for now, gyrosphere route. Just gonna hook that up there, so that we can then demolish the stuff on the other side. What's that obstructed by? There we go. Stupid thing. Oh, hang on. How does that suit you? Is that enough room? No, that's nowhere near enough room. Okay. Ignore that. Ignore that. Because we can't let you get too uncomfortable. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I guess we can't have Dilophosaurus and Indorex. Well, maybe we can. Maybe that's not the kind of fight that actually matters. Maybe that's fine. They say. Okay, we're gonna get rid of a bit more track here. This guy, it turns out, needs very, very large pen. Oh, actually, hang on. We can also deforest a bit. That should help. Because you've got more forest than you need, fine. Okay, if we just remove all the forest that's down here. How much forest have you got compared to how much forest you need? You're a little bit on the edge. Okay. So what if... What if we try a line more like this? Okay. Oh no, I do actually need to hook you up so I can demolish the other end. Oh, he's sleeping. Aww. That would be cute if you weren't a terrifying monster that will butcher literally every single person in this park. Okay. Right, is this route now complete? Yes, okay. How's that for you? Oh, that's not quite enough grassland still. Where's Dilophosaurus? And that's probably cutting off all the forests we can cut off for you as well. Okay. This is fine. Hang on. Actually, I'm gonna put that back in. And we're gonna delete that bit. Because I'm gonna try and bring it into sort of a curve around here, perhaps? So that this is still one, like, vaguely contained enclosure. That's the plan. Okay. Hey, hi there. Okay, how's that? That must surely be enough grassland for you. It's not quite enough grassland for you. Bloody, this guy. Can we remove any more trees to make you happy? You're happy for grassland, just about. Where's Dilophosaurus? Oh, you're just unhappy for forest now. Gonna add in trees, one tree at a time. I'll tell you what else I can do, actually. I can remove that and plop it down somewhere else. Like, over here or something. You're still got enough grassland. You're still not quite enough forest. I need like 1 or 2 more trees. How's that? You now don't have enough grassland. And you don't have enough forest. They can live together, they just need to live together in a slightly bigger space than I was hoping to give them. Okay. What if we bring this all the way down there? How's that for you? You've got enough grassland. You still need 1 or 2 more trees, that's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this whole blob of trees and add in forest in these bits that aren't very pretty. You need more forest. You're good for grassland. Okay, more trees. You need a bit more grassland. But you have plenty of forest. Okay, a few less trees. It's gonna work. Okay. You have enough grassland. You have enough trees! Amazing! Wonderful! Oh my god. Okay, I want to put that in somewhere else. Well, we now have a really tiny little pathetic enclosure over here that, like, nothing is gonna fit in. But it's fine. We'll put some, like, ankylosaurs in here. Ankylosaurs are fairly chill. And they don't need to be bubble wrapped, which will give them a little bit more room. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, I need to put in the other feeder, hang on. Closures. Yeah, I want to put it somewhere a bit more over, like, here. Oh, you now don't have enough grassland after I put that down. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? How about now? Okay, now you're fine. And you're fine. Okay, amazing. Jesus. Okay, and they can sort of see over there. It would help actually if I took out these trees. If I take out these trees, then they can see over there much better. Technically, this is actually in your viewing area. I don't think they've got a very good view of what's on the other side of that fence somehow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I tell you what else I have to do now is bloody save. Just double check. Save and then never touch that ever again, apart from the fact I'm gonna have to. Oh my god. What a mess. What a mess. Okay, so that the gyrosphere route. Oh, I actually need to demolish more gyrosphere route first. Oh, I'm super worried that putting in a gate is going to disrupt them. Oh, please don't get mad. Please don't be mad. We've got enough grassland. Nope. You've got enough forest. Okay, they weren't mad. Hooray. Oy vey. Okay, let's link that up. Oh, actually, let's figure out where I'm going to put this fence, the one on this side. Can I put you there? Will you like that? Or is that too close? That might be too close. It's too close. I'll have to do. Okay, now we can demolish that bit. Find somewhere to put in other one, maybe like there-ish, if we're lucky. Yes, we were lucky. Amazing. Okay. Right. No, hang on. This one. Finish up the route by connecting the two. Whew! Okay, double check. You're happy. You're happy. Everyone's happy. Happy, happy. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Oh. Oh, I did not like doing that at all. I did not like any part of that. Now we got a double lock. Okay. It's not amazing. This is a pathetic enclosure. I don't know if anything will fit in here. But it's an enclosure. I think I'm probably gonna not put a carnivore in here. I don't think we have any carnivores that will fit in here. So we can demolish the bubble wrap interior of this bit at least. And I'll give them slightly more room. Just slightly more room. That also means actually... just give them as much room as physically possible. I wonder if they'll technically count this sort of space inside the bubble wrap as being accessible to them. They probably won't. But, it would be interesting to know. I wonder if I can do better at this corner as well. This is a dangerous game. Hasn't upset you? No. Hasn't upset you. Fantastic. I've done much better. Oh boy. That was scary stuff. That was real scary stuff. But we've got it. We're gonna... hang on, I want to ride the gyrosphere. I don't know which one I'm riding. I think we're riding the one in the Indo enclosure. I want to see what they have to say about Indorex. How long have I been saying Indoraptor and meaning Indorex? Oh, there he is. There's the boy.
The Indominus Rex was InGen's first genetically modified hybrid dinosaur. She is a spectacular attraction that increases guest numbers wherever she is incubated.
That doesn't feel like it's information for the guests. That feels like it's information for me. But nonetheless, we have gone a little bit past 3, but not so much that I'm particularly upset. We're going to drop a save there. Oh boy. Okay, let the fear pass. Let the fear pass. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. It's all gonna be wonderful. Oh boy. But yeah, don't you guys go anywhere because we are gonna have ourselves a little raidy poos. As soon as I see who is online, what's going on, etc. Actually, hang on. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna pop you in here, so you can have a nice little ride around while I'm checking Twitch to see who's live and who I can raid and such things as these. Oh my goodness. Here we got some people playing Tears of the Kingdom. A few people playing Tears of the Kingdom, some playing obviously not included. Could do a little search.
To avoid disturbing the dinosaurs, the gyrosphere will retreat to a safe distance if it gets too close.
That's cool. I've never seen it. Normally they just kind of stop and get caught in a traffic jam. Loving says, if you want to look at Paleo Pines, you have hey_arty that's less than 1 hour in. Okay, let's go on a raid for them then. Sure, that sounds like a good idea. Wonderful. Yeah, so you all know the drill. You guys are good beans. Make sure that you are really good
Some dinosaurs are
for
shy
them.
and prefer the cover offered by the forest, so may not be visible, but they can see, hear, and smell you.
Thank you for that, Gyrosphere. Yeah, that's going to be it for me for today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be live tomorrow at midday. I don't know what I'll be playing, because I finished Roki. I'd forgotten that I finished Roki. We'll have to, I'll have to find something new. Probably also puzzly themed for Wednesdays. But other than that, you can find me on Twitter at @DisWithDemise, on Mastodon at eldritch.cafe/@DisWithDemise, and those places I put up live notifications, so you never have to miss one of these in the future, and you can keep track of what it is I am streaming in times like this when I have no idea what I'm streaming. I guess Jurassic World Evolution will be back. I'd kind of like to finish off this little sandbox thing, so I guess this will come back at some point next week. But until then, my name has been Dizzy. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your raid. So everyone, bye!